I don't know where to put my coffee because I got this can of bubbly from last week here.
You got, yeah. Well, the important thing about having a desk is that it's constantly full.
Yeah.
That really helps.
I got an experiment going on where I got 3 cups of coffees in various stages of decay.
What you're doing, like scientific, you're growing cultures.
If they grow, they grow.
They will. You can take it from me.
They have.
The king of procrastinating, taking empty cups down from or away from wherever I had put them last.
Yes, you don't go up or down.
I do with an elevator.
Sit and stand. Why are you taking your cups all the way to the lobby?
There are people in my building that do that, and I find it to be very bizarre. Like somebody you come down from the 10th floor to sit out front and drink from a mug. Like, that's a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they just leaving it there?
No, they bring it back. They take it back up. There's a guy that does that. He's a fucking psychopath. He drives like that. I see him take just an open top mug right into his car. And
okay, that's right. I thought you meant he drives like he walks around with an open top mug.
Oh, it's
recklessly.
a type of person. Yeah. No, he rolls the dice. He plays Russian roulette with the integrity of his fucking car's interior every time he goes anywhere.
And I'm sure, I would hope that he's got the black covers for everything in there.
You would hope that.
Or at least the brown covers.
Yeah. Given his skin, he doesn't need one.
Hey, you want to close that window?
Yeah. Well, turn on the thing so I don't have a fucking heat stroke in your upstairs, because this window also, it really gave me guff just then.
Yeah, no. I sometimes I pull something trying to.
Yep. You just try to casually slide a piece of plastic with glass.
Yeah, and it doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club. You're gonna hear the motor start up in this fucking air conditioning unit. If
You're not gonna hear anything.
Are worth the money we paid.
Yeah. These microphones are too expensive for you to hear any of the air being conditioned around us.
Yeah, I need conditioned. I hate unconditioned air.
I hate air unconditionally.
Stringy. Yeah.
There.
That's fine.
Show that. That's what I think of that shit right there.
Try to cover up your errors by making them sound angrily on purpose?
That's right. God.
Welcome to fucking Grindhouse Movie Club, everybody, for the love of God.
How are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon?
Well, that's what it is.
It's a fine Sunday afternoon.
This is true.
Yes.
I'm doing about as well as could be expected.
Good.
I'm not at work, so I mean better than usual.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from being squished, or crushed, rather, at emo night.
Oh, from being, yeah? I've still got some aches and pains?
Still recovering from emo night.
From the meager mosh pit of 17-year-olds, that's emo night?
Well, the biggest one fell right on top of me, and I was right on top of the concrete.
I think they put flooring.
I don't know.
They got laminate flooring down there. That's like a pillow.
Let me tell you, it didn't feel like fuck all.
No, it's a good fucking WWE mat. It looks soft. It ain't.
And you would think, like, with the WWE, you'd want that to be in reverse. You'd want it to be super soft and look like concrete.
Yeah. I got headbutted in the nose by a man rearing back like a horse that was scared. And
like a terror horse.
I thought he broke it because the next day when I woke up in the morning, I could feel it in my teeth.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
I'm fucked, aren't I? Like, I'm going to go into the bathroom, fucking look in the mirror, and it's crooked. I look like Mike Tyson, probably. But nah, it seems like all's well.
Can you still, like,
Barely ever as it is. So that's
all
not
right.
a good gauge. That's not...
Okay, that's fair. I couldn't do it myself right there.
My congestion issues being what they are, it's not a scientific control whether or not I can breathe through my nose.
Fair enough.
It's a day-to-day. We take it one day at a time up there.
Now, I just breathed through my nose really hard, and my ear closed up for a moment.
Yeah, I've been experiencing that myself, and I'm not really sure what the locust is. And I hope it's not a locust.
I think it's climate change.
It must be.
Because that wasn't like that like last year.
I'm deaf in the morning. Al Gore was right this whole time.
We're not aging. The climate is changing.
Yeah, the climate is what's aging.
That's right.
The Earth is getting older, and the air sucks more.
Yeah,
it gets thick with age.
it's so thick that my ears gotta close up for me to get any suction around here. I'm trying to pull the air into my lungs. Apparently, my ears are taking a lot of it. I don't understand how that works, body.
You're gonna turn into a crocodile. You're gonna have half your head under the water. Just breathe through your fucking ears.
Just wait for somebody to mistake me for a log so I can rip their leg off.
Yeah, exactly.
The life of a crocodile.
You could death roll them all the way into the river.
Every crocodile is just waiting to be mistaken for a log. That's why they float there like that.
Huge gymnastics fans, crocodiles. They love that tumble.
And they're so damn good at it. Well,
fucking grindhousemovie.club is where you can go to get more podcasts where we talk about shit like this instead of really procrastinating once again, I think. Discussing the movie we watched this week.
Yeah, you can really tell when we've accidentally fucked up by the amount of time we take. Because you start with
asking me how I am.
Yeah, and then there's like a bit of a silence, and eventually we're like, yeah, I guess we're all right then, aren't we?
We're out of things.
We had to watch a movie at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
great.
This at 9 in the morning.
Great.
Ooh. It's better than a coffee that wakes you up. It wakes you up like fucking smelling salts.
Grindhouse Movie Club.
Yeah. darkrosecult.com. Sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah,
you'll
do that.
Get whatever was at the beginning of this when we test the microphones this time.
Do the Patreon, but also join the Discord. I feel like I forget to say that there's a Discord all the time.
I'm gonna do a Rain Man thing from now on where I calculate the conversion rate for every major country in our metric. So I can be like, yeah, it's $1 US, 2 Canadian. 8 Australian, 13 yen.
That's 8 koala didgeridoos. 8 koala didgeridoos, 50.
8 jacked kangaroos.
Jesus, what? Yeah,
I don't know.
What are they
feed
training
them HGH for? Like a fucking horse that you're raising for beef.
The shit's rough out there.
It must be.
They're just out there like it's like prison all the time.
Yeah, you got to survive the outback by building my don't rape me muscles up, which is entirely upper body.
Don't say that
all
about
arms
kangaroos.
And chest.
Nobody's doing that
to kangaroos. You ever try to do that to a kangaroo? It's not going to happen.
I would never. I don't think anybody would.
You know how strong their legs are?
You're going to get kicked in the fucking dick, and it's going to come right off.
Yeah.
Is what's going to happen.
You're going to get springboarded like fucking Roger from American Dad in the wrestling episode.
You're going to get kangaroo jacked right off. No, what's his name? Fucking.
You want to talk about Kangaroo Jack for a second? Because that might be the biggest bait and switch of any movie on the
You think you got a kangaroo movie? Nah.
You watch the trailer, it's 80-20 kangaroo and fat gay black guy, and then it turns out the ratio's the other way.
What's his name?
I can never remember.
Oh, it's Andre?
Andre Nicotina. I don't know what the fuck. That's a rapper. That's not him.
I don't even think. I think that's just a song. What is his name from Kangaroo Jack?
Oh,
and
I think you nailed it with Andre.
And Cruise Boat. What's that movie? Cruise Boat. Boat Cruise. Boat Trip. Where they get on a boat and it's accidentally a gay boat and a lady deep throats a bat.
If it's a gay boat, why is there a lady?
Because they pick up like the Swedish tan team whose like boats crashed or their plane went down.
I have no fucking idea what any of this is.
And they're just like, oh great, a boat full of gay men on a cruise. We're safe here. And then just like this old lady who's their captain like is like, oh,
just in case we're not safe, let me show you what's gonna happen to you.
And she deep throats a bat.
You come near me, this is gonna be you.
Now I know it's a real movie. I'm
sure that it is.
I swear to God, this is a real. It's Cuba Gooding Jr. and this other guy.
It better not be Cuba Gooding Jr. Radio.
You know what?
Radio was in that fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, he's in it. This other guy is not in that movie at all.
Shit.
He was in Kangaroo Jack and not the deep throating bat.
Okay,
movie.
The black one or the white one in Kangaroo Jack.
Well, I'm talking about the black one.
Okay,
in Jack.
Yeah,
What's
he's
his
also.
Name?
I think you nailed it with Andre, but I can never remember his last name. Macaroni. He's also in Cradle to the Grave. He's good in that.
Is he?
He gets to play a gay man, which is like, yeah, you've given him his favorite thing to do. It's not even acting at that point. It's just be yourself on camera for this scene.
I'm looking it up. I'm sick of Anthony Anderson. Nice.
You'd think you'd remember it because for the love of fuck's sake. And also there's a skateboarder named Andy Anderson who's really good. So I should just remember that forever, but I can't. Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. He's 53.
That's
my God. I hate knowing that.
Has he cracked yet?
No. You'd be surprised how
you know
uncracked.
What they say.
Yeah. Black people age well.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as the rhyme.
I know, but
it's the white people it's the white it's like the A instead of the ER.
It's the one that's not going to get us emails, Jay.
Yeah.
It's the one that's not going to get us emails.
That's fine. You look at my Twitter, you can see that I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
It's true. And I'm not going to stop you, but I'm certainly not going to retweet it.
But I know in my heart of hearts that you're looking at it and chuckling.
No.
You are though.
No.
Yar. I'm a pirate. What the fuck are you doing? What are you looking up now?
Boat Trip.
It's just called Boat Trip? On the heels
yeah.
of Euro Trip?
Yeah, it's Boat Trip, and it's got
Soul Plane.
It's got the dude in it from Stuff.
Oh, on the topic of Soul Plane, I gotta retract a statement about Spike Lee being married to fucking Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I thought they must have dated at one point or another, because I was justifiably angry about that at the time.
Oh, look, I'm gonna tell you, they didn't date because he's been married longer than she's been alive.
There's no way. There's no way that's true.
Look it up. Look it up at home, everybody.
Yeah.
Also, look up.
Prove to me
Boat
how
Trip.
wrong I am. I'm fine with that.
Boat Trip's a real movie.
Yeah.
Horatio Sands and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Horatio Sands.
That's who's in it, and not
All right.
Anthony Anderson or whoever I said.
Yeah, it's weird that Cuba Gooding Jr. is in that. I thought he had integrity. Didn't he play like a fucking deaf politician or some shit as well as a?
Yeah, you talk about radio.
Well, that's different.
No, that's radio.
That's just a boy that loved football.
And radios.
And huge fan of radios. Couldn't leave the house without him. It was like a yarmulke.
Man loved his radios, and I believe he pulled a wagon.
He probably did. He also rode in a shopping cart.
Oh, he sure did, yeah.
Because they have, anywhere that he sits, he needs a safety strap. But that's probably the safest that you could get otherwise.
God. So it's the Grindhouse Movie Club's
Sure
podcast.
is.
Let's
Thanks,
revisit
Andrew, for the fucking intro song.
Make sure you follow the Patreon for $1 a month, America.
Yeah.
You can get all of this.
You sure can.
For
Get
$1.50 a
stoked.
month, Canada, you can pay more than America for some reason.
Yeah. No, it's because we're better.
It's better. We're better. Our dollar's just simply better.
Yeah.
It's worth more, right? Is that...
Because it's two of them. That's how that works.
Yeah,
economics. Am I right?
Yeah, dude. So I was
go work on Wall Street.
I was looking at the stocks the other day, and there was this fucking green line.
Yeah, what was it doing?
Oh, it was going up.
Fuck yeah, it was.
And then all of a sudden, it wasn't. And
shit, though.
I don't understand. I didn't buy. I didn't sell.
I know for a fact that you want it to go up.
That's good.
You would like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Stocks. Go sign up to the Discord. All right. What fucking movie did we do?
And I don't know. I think it was because Tokyo Gore Police had like positively poisoned my brain in the sense that okay, I'll give every movie like this a chance.
Yeah, and any movie that's got Power Ranger-esque villains in it. Absolutely.
You're down on principle. And then you see the title, or at least I did, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's just a title.
Maybe it's I was kind of hoping it was like a bad translation.
But as it turns out, no. You see that title, and your knee-jerk response in your subconscious is pretty dead on, in that there's not a single redeeming quality about Meatball Machine. Meatball Machine. Which it's mistitled. Because that doesn't fucking matter at all to the whole movie.
Not whatsoever.
What the fuck is a meatball machine, and why is it? And neither of those questions get answered. So buckle up, because this movie sucks dick.
Do you have 2 sentences or less to spoil the movie?
Yeah, I do. I just gotta find them. I might as well just read the biggest letters that I see on my page.
Don't you dare.
Yup, I guess here we go, and it nuts blood and a Hellraiser baseball.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The little shell that the fucking alien sits in, like goddamn the one from Men in Black that says that the galaxy's on Orion's belt.
Yeah.
It looks like a baseball, but it's all gray and metal. Like it's fucking like Pinhead made it.
Okay, all right.
Like Pinhead's giving it to you to put in your ass later.
Jesus.
And sometimes this is where it goes, because that's the kind of fucking movie this is.
Yeah.
Sick. Dope. What's yours?
When you watch Meatball Machine, you're the meatball. It makes the meatball out of you.
I mean, I'm not sure what that means, but somehow I feel like you're right.
Well, you go in there being like, oh, this is going to be fucking cool, and then you're the fucking meatball.
You get trash compacted into a hunk of shit.
You got to sit there while it happens at you.
Fuck yeah, you
in
do.
your general direction,
Yeah.
whether your eyes are open or closed, it just keeps going.
Oh my fucking god.
You're the meatball.
What's another good 2 sentences or less from my notes here? Let's just go fucking, it's difficult to be sanctimonious while beating up someone you were trying to rape, especially when you hiss like a cat when you spit. Like, all of this, that's all my notes are.
I see the word throat throbbing.
Dude,
Underlined.
exactly. That's it. This bitch with her fucking lumpy, undulating throat. What's in there?
My first note
Timber
is
wants out.
these are the saddest production company logos because they agreed to make this. And that was before the movie started.
Honestly, immediately I'm like, so the movie blows its whole wad in the first third.
It sure does.
Like, you get to see everything that is any good at all in the first third of this movie, and then the rest of it, they just copy-paste it, or they show you the second take.
They kind of do.
Of the fucking same shit.
They kind of really do.
Like, I get it. I got it when I saw the tentacles wiggling around the first time. And then let's do fucking... Holy shit. I don't know how... If the point of the movie was to make an hour and a half feel like 8 days, fucking congratulations. You did the best job at that of any movie.
Oh my God.
I'm 20 minutes in, I'm like, have I been sitting here for an hour? Straight up had that thought.
If like the goal of the movie was to turn everybody who watches it against tubes and the wiggling thereof
Against tubes?
yeah, this would
fucking-
cause a phobia of wriggling tubes.
That and, like, yeah, this is the movie they show Clockwork Orange style to people to get them to hate George O'Keeffe paintings. Because everything in this movie is a fucking vagina. Everything.
and this
The
one's
bug's
on
mouth, vagina.
this is on purpose.
Tapping into the central nervous system of a human body, that's a penis in a vagina. You better believe it.
Is
Watch
that
that twice.
Is that what that is?
Fuck yeah, it is.
I
dude.
thought the parasite was just sucking itself off because that's the kind of fucking movie we were watching.
That's how it jacks into the system.
It fucking has a little dog dick that comes out and then it just fucking sucks that shit with its mouth. I thought it was
getting into the central nervous of a woman.
I thought it was. Then what the fuck did it rape her for?
That's so he could get inside first. He could
But
get
he
inside
didn't
so
have-
he could get inside again.
But he
That's the
didn't.
ultimate inside.
It didn't have to do that to anybody else.
No, it didn't. It chose to.
Yeah.
That little
Sorry.
crab is a freak.
Not a freak. It's a rapist. Sometimes it's okay to be a freak.
She didn't really complain.
Jesus Christ. I don't think she had the faculty to.
So first of all, like the movie, you know what movie you're getting when you see the quality of the noose this guy's tying for himself. It's just 2 double knots. That's it. And it's like the kind of twine that you would use to fucking hold a mattress onto the roof of your car while you're moving.
It's twine. That
It's
should
just
be
twine.
enough.
No, you're gonna cut your head off before you suffocate just from the friction.
You're gonna hold a boat to a dock, or you're gonna...
It's gonna kill you like a garrote. And then he doesn't even get a chance to kill himself because a fucking tentacle monster gets him. And that's how this starts.
And it's CG.
And fucking, there's like 5 instances of CG in this movie, but the rest of it's so bad that you could just tell right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like rubber suits, man, and then they changed to metal for one shot and then back to rubber.
What is it? What is it about tubes
Yeah.
that is so
Japanese people just hate them.
Tetsuo, the dude was writhing with tubes.
Yeah, it's tubes everywhere. It's
anytime-
tube fucking city.
In Tokyo Gore Police, anytime somebody gets ripped apart, there's no guts. It's just tubes.
There's some tubes.
There's tubes hanging out of them.
Yeah. It's a dishwasher hose, probably. If they
it-
use as fucking intestine, just drop that.
Well, I'm so sick of these fucking tubes.
I don't know. Fucking Japanese people don't like hamsters. That's got to be what it is.
They don't like hamsters, but they're terrified of transporting fluids from one area to another via a small tube.
They would rather just get the fluids fucking everywhere, if this movie is to be believed.
Oh boy!
Everybody in this movie is fucking chock full of liquid of varying thicknesses. There's literally a shot in this movie where, like, the dude gets spit on and it's dripping down his face disgustingly.
I've never been able to spit that much
And then
in my
cut,
life.
And they cut to the crab thing, and then it's just goo dripping down his face, just as disrespectfully. And it's the only difference is, like, how opaque it is. It's still just goo.
Yeah, anytime like this thing drools, it's like the director was like, no, you're gonna want to know that it's drooling.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to
Fuck.
know that's a fluid.
I don't understand. So, like, you get to, they're called NecroBorgs, all right? And that's what this is. The whole thing is aliens put a parasite inside you that locks into your central nervous system, and then it controls you like a puppet, like Evangelion. And they fight, and their whole motivation is they have to kill and eat each other. That's it. So they don't actually, it's like koalas. They shouldn't be alive at all, but
No.
somehow they are.
God bless him, too.
So you get to see two of them fight with no fucking context. Nothing gets explained in this movie at all. You get to just watch things happen and go, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, there's a dude just watching him, and you have to kind of think about, hey, why is that happening?
Yeah, you do. And then it doesn't answer that question, and it just moves on. And you go, oh, okay. I guess he can sneak up on these things that are hyper-aware and kill them with a halberd.
Yeah, which is... Well, I thought it was a flamethrower that had like a fucking bayonet.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, it's a blade.
It's a
big knife.
It's a big knife that's hooked up to a generator,
Yeah.
I guess. That's how you get them.
That's great, because then sometimes you can electrocute them with that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sometimes.
And then his dumb daughter, who's comatose and just has like a fucking bum leg like the Elephant Man, and is just walking around with her lumpy neck in the background. I don't even catch half the people's names in this movie. I caught one name, and it's Yōji, because it sounds like Joji.
And you know what? You only get that probably 2/3 of the way into the film.
That's fucking goddamn right. When he says his own name out loud for no reason, I'm sure. Because that happens like 5 times, too.
It says Joji, and he points at himself.
Yeah, so I just call him Joji in my notes for the most part. Joji and his girlfriend.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't bother writing her name down. It was too much.
It was.
Sachacha.
Sachiko Domingo.
Well, when you say it like that. Yeah, this movie starts. There's like a dude watching these dudes fight, and they're just fighting. This whole movie is like they work so hard to choreograph these fights, and then I write down they're fighting.
They're
fighting.
But that's all you get to see.
They're fighting.
Because part of the choreography, apparently, is for the director to cut away from the action so you don't get to fucking see anything at all. You get to see people swiping at air. That's what all these fight scenes are.
They're fighting.
Everything is happening on, like, just one quadrant out of frame for almost all this movie during any action scene.
Yeah. I just picture, like I don't even know how to describe what you're seeing, but just picture fucking 2 Power Rangers villains fighting over who's gonna play with the sex toy first. 2
of the fucking clunkiest costumed characters at Disneyland get in a fight over wage.
There you go.
That's what this is.
There you go.
They lose their cool for 5 seconds in front of the fountain and scare kids by fist fighting each other in costumes.
Well, the fight ends pretty abruptly when this dude turns his hand into a gigantic knife.
Why didn't you just do that at the beginning of the fight?
Yeah. But he saws the guy's head down the middle. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sure.
However, like when this is happening, the fucking dude sounds like Strong Bad. Sounds like Strong Bad either coming or getting upset about an email.
Bullied.
The ugly one.
Fuck.
Yup. And then fucking the whole thing is like they want to pull the little silver dome.
Yeah. Call it a cockpit.
There you go.
For a couple reasons.
There you go.
Because what goes on in there, and also because there's a little pilot.
And you just don't want God to see what's going on in there. That's for sure.
That's
why that dome is so silver. So you're like, yeah, the whole thing is they just pull the dome out and they eat it.
Yeah.
That's
what they're designed to do, apparently.
That's their thing.
I don't fucking care about the shithead shoehorned in origin story that the guy didn't even ask to hear. He just gets info dumped when he's half conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. By the slowest talker in fucking all of Osaka, Japan. The fucking guy, like, imagine carrying on a conversation with any person in this movie.
No.
I wrote in my notes at one point, I could feel myself fucking aging.
I didn't think it was that. Like, it didn't drag that much, but it fucking
boring as fuck.
It was. I had to take breaks.
Like, do something in your scene. Don't just have the guy look. I swear to God, the director's like, well, the people at home when they're watching the movie, they're not going to know what he's looking at unless we show him looking. I can't tell what's being looked at unless I get to see him seeing it.
How are they going to know that he's having thoughts if he doesn't keep them in his head and stay silent?
And look pensive. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot going on up there. Sure would like to be a part of it as a viewer of a film.
No.
All
you get to see is him jerking the fuck off.
Yeah, dude. Now, okay, his job apparently is to be the autistic coworker of a bunch of meatheads. They wrote this movie in order to have something to do with the costumes. Because it's like they ran out of budget for screenwriting. Every guy in this movie that's not the main character, all they care about is fucking. It's their favorite thing. all of his coworkers? Yeah, let's talk about the last time we fucked and that time that I tried to get you fucked, and we're gonna fuck tonight later.
I don't want to talk about their coworkers at any point during this fucking movie.
That's it. I just summed up every interaction.
You really
with them.
did.
That's it. And then one of them tries to rape a girl. But you could have seen that coming.
By the way, he was the only one in a suit?
Yeah.
And was
he's
like in charge of
higher up.
having sex first?
Yes. You get my sloppy seconds. Isn't it great that we work together in this fucking plant, facility, factory, foundry that I don't know.
Where we never use a machine.
No, he, like, fucking guy, Yōji there, uses vice grips, like, twice.
Yeah, to do what?
I don't know.
To grip something?
To
hold it down?
To vicely grip something, yes.
Fucking...
His dick. He puts his dick in. That's why he's turned away from everybody all the time.
Anytime they walk in on these people, they're just there around the machinery. It's never running. They're never dirty.
They're not They're not even filthy from soot. What does this manufacture? Air?
It just manufactures sound.
Sounds of a factory.
We need that loud whir.
Fucking yeah. So on his lunch break, he goes out by himself and ogles the chick like a fucking peeping Tom across the from through a chain link fence. Like he's not even hiding, and she always clocks it and goes, "Hey." And that's it. That's their whole interaction. But somehow, like, they're in love immediately when they meet.
Oh my god!
Fuck you, movie.
There's a scene right before he goes to work where he like looks at the thing in the water and he goes, "Huh?"
Yeah.
And then he just walks away.
And then it like slinks down below the surface like a fucking alligator. And then he looks at this fucking chick, and then he goes over, he fucking beats off right to thoughts of her looking at him, beats right off in the open. And you got a neighbor like fucking Office Space that just barges in whenever he wants.
Like Kramer.
Yeah. Close the door.
Yeah, Jerry.
Fuck.
He's beaten off so hard.
He's beaten off facing the door to his apartment, which is psychopathic.
Where?
Anybody who comes over, like, what if it's Girl Guides?
Well, he doesn't have a goddamn bed.
You want some fucking, I'm gonna glaze these cookies for you. Get some icing on there.
He's beating.
And
he's beating off. The table behind him is just
he lives poor in Japanese. And he's like working on a hard drive perpetually, and there's all these like microscopic fucking items on the table. He's jostling around. Like, you're gonna lose microchips doing that.
Oh my god, you're never gonna find those tiny screws after you beat them off the table like that.
The fucking guy shows up so fast, like probably rocking that table made of like he's home. I better go over.
I hear him knocking away. He must be really working at that hard drive.
Yeah, he is hard driving.
There's a gratuitous shot of him grabbing Kleenexes,
scrambling for Kleenex.
Because
yeah, in case you were wondering, the close-up shot of him from the waist up, where his arms working it back and forth, and you know immediately what's happening anyway.
If you had no idea, if you thought maybe he was opening a bottle of champagne, if you
thought he was sharpening a knife,
if you thought hearing him come was anything other than that,
oh my god, dude,
that's what he needs those Kleenexes for. BTW.
Yeah. And then fucking neighbor shows up, and he keeps having this fucking, like, I don't know, delusion, this hallucination that the chick is people.
Yeah, he does.
And like they've never interacted before or met, which is an very important point to make here.
So he sees her in the doorway and scrambles to put away his whack-off paraphernalia.
Yeah.
But
put away where? You have nothing at all. You have a table. You have a table and some clothes in a fucking cabinet.
Not look under that fucking table.
No.
Do never look under the table.
The underside of that table probably looks like a taper.
What if he would face it?
I'm trying to pick an animal that's a Dalmatian underneath that table.
Oh, see, I was thinking the nose of a taper.
Why is it just like busting up?
Yeah, and then it just kind of stalactites.
Ah, that's worse. Yeah, that's worse.
Tapers are like little elephants.
They certainly are.
In case you were wondering what we're talking about.
Yeah, they're very Australian.
I
don't know what it is with Australia. You guys, like, when you all moved there, you insisted on having the silliest animals.
Let's put these animals somewhere where they can only fuck each other until something wacky happens. Australia.
Yeah, everything about you is weird.
They just keep fucking and weird stuff keeps happening.
Y'all gotta fucking come up with some poison for spiders, honestly. They're everywhere where you are.
I feel like the only poison for spiders is other spider poison, so it's probably pretty hard to get, you know?
Maybe snake. Maybe snake venom. Fucking mooch neighbor just interrupts him to ask for money. That's it. Give me $10,000. Hey, I know that you were beating off hardcore because I could hear it from the other room.
I can.
But can I have 10 grand with your wet hand?
Can I have $1,000 for every knock against the wood I heard your balls make? Sounded like you had 2 tennis balls in here and you were juggling them.
Fuck. And like poorly, like you're practicing juggling.
And he's like, why did you, hey man, knock. First of all, door was open.
Door was
open. Door was made of glass.
It's actually paper. It's the paper. It's the Japanese paper walls.
I'm really hoping that it's a transparent glass on the front door there.
Yeah.
But
also, I don't really understand the setup of this area. Like, do you guys rent rooms in a house? Because it's a hallway out there.
They must.
It's a fucking hall. Do you share a kitchen?
He
because in that case, close the door when you're jerking it. Close the fucking door. You have roommates.
Nah. Communal kitchen jerk-off area.
Yeah.
Are you done using the jerk-off area? It's my turn to do hand stuff in the living room. On myself.
Hand stuff. Also, he's jerking off stale fish. No lotion by the Kleenex.
Sometimes, like, too much, like, you don't always need lotion.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Sometimes you want a little grip on there. Get things slipping and sliding, it's like, what's going on?
Sometimes you want it to look like you gave it an Indian burn.
Well, you don't grip it and rip it. You grip it and you yank it.
I do say let it rip when I come like a Beyblade.
That's fucking awesome. I'm really jealous. I wish I did that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. And
you should.
I'm gonna take your thing.
That's fine.
That or just dropping loads.
Dropping loads. My favorite one is from Nick Rochefort. Guess what? She knows already.
Oh God. So just jerking off at the table, you know, where we eat. Where we work on our hard drives. And
it's the only place to eat ramen in the whole house.
Where we come.
Your little end table that you're using as a table, a workbench, if you will. Take your shit to work and work on it. It's where all the tools are. He's got like a hammer and like a flathead screwdriver, and that's it. Then he comes in, he gets like excitedly back to work, even though he knows he's going to be interrupted and ask for money. Fuck, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
Now, I need everybody to know everything that we described takes 10 minutes to happen. 10 minutes of real time.
Yep. This guy comes in, and if you're wondering if he heard the man beating off, well, he sits down at the table with him, so not only did he not hear it, he didn't look when he was scrambling to put away his soggy Kleenexes.
Yeah, I don't know when he got his pants up, but he did. Unless he just doesn't. He keeps the dick inside until the moment of release.
Maybe he rides hard and he puts it away wet.
Yeah, he must.
He just kind of like makes sure the dripping is done, and then he just slips it away, I guess.
Japanese people didn't teach their children to avoid blood trails because the movie just cuts to other things happening. There's no through line anywhere ever.
Japanese parents don't even fucking care about their children.
No, just play it under the bridge by yourself.
How many children are left unattended in the industrial area?
Under the overpass, also.
Under the overpass, by the factory.
That's where all the gross rapes happen.
Yeah!
And you know what? Given what happens to a young lady in this movie with the fucking tentacle monster, it must happen to all of them.
Yeah, by the way,
horrible implication because this child is 8. He's got a backwards cap and everything. He's experiencing innocence in the summer.
Did they say that he was 8?
No, I don't know.
Okay, because I also wrote that he was 8.
It's just my go-to number.
Hey, well, I mean, that was my guess, too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because he gets tentacled right the fuck up and then he walks into traffic and gets exploded.
And
he gets blown away by a van.
All his fault.
Yeah, it is.
How dare you follow a blood trail and a slurping sound under a bridge?
Have you never seen The Host? That was made in Korea. It's like a stone's throw away from you.
Have you ever seen homeless people getting down? Because they do it with that slurping sound I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you guys let me know when you're done. I just want to make sure everything's okay with the blood.
Oh, no! What was that? 2 homeless dudes banging each other?
Is
that what happens under the boardwalk? No!
Fucking New Jersey.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I expected to be happening with all the slurping.
Apparently, becoming a fucking meatball machine or whatever just turns you into a sack of liquid. Because
my God.
First of all, this child coats the windshield with his fucking blood. But then it's just mess. It's just mess of human insides all over the ground when he hits the fucking... And also, like, you had plenty of time to stop, asshole. It's broad daylight. There's nobody else on the road. It's straight. You've been coming at this kid for a while. What do you want to put this nightmare out of its misery for it?
These are all fantastic points. Maybe he just saw what was all over the board. He's like, well, not in my neighborhood.
Yeah, this is, we got to nip this problem in the bud before the unsavories move in.
Oh my God, this little boy gets trucked, and you're like, yeah, everything you said is true. More blood than it's ever been in any boy.
Yep.
And then, like, he's like a water balloon full of guts.
And a floppy arm, and that's it.
And
that's what was holding everything together.
The fucking arm gets caught up in the tire and just slaps the pavement.
It's
so good.
How come it slaps in movies like this are so fucking rude to your limb?
just
Holy
fucking
shit.
the wettest sack of
Foley
shit
guy's just like,
meat.
give me a bucket of fish, and this is my afternoon.
So fucking good. That was like my favorite part was watching the boy get hit.
Yeah.
So there's just 1 point for that, really.
1 point. Yeah, exactly. 1 point, honestly, for this scene, because it did, like, and then the crab thing is just chilling on the roof and attacks him and turns him into a fucking tube tentacle monster as well. The driver.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, when it gets hit by the truck, the thing is fine.
So, up to this point, you've seen everything you need to see from the movie. Everything else in the movie is just this, but a little different at best.
Yeah.
At best.
At best. These people, I don't know if Tokyo Gore Police came out first or if this came out first.
I don't know.
Somebody saw one of these and was like, I can do also that.
Yeah, you failed. You wrote this on a train trip that in 2 hours.
And there was a lot of bumps.
It's somebody's horrible interpretation of your notes. At least Tokyo Gore Police was right on its face. Like, it told you all you needed to know in the first, like, fucking 10 minutes of the movie. And then it just showed you what you came here to see. This one, like, slow rolls your ass for 30 minutes at a time between fights and shit.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of shoehorned in drama. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I just saw two monsters fight each other, and I saw how they looked, and they looked like that. You don't get to have, like, a heartstring-pulling love story in that.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
No,
Don't do both.
There's really no, we're probably just going to gloss right over any sort of emotional...
Yeah, because it's of no consequence to fucking anything at all. The movie still happens exactly the way that it would have regardless.
She gets vagina blasted by a robot tentacle.
Sure does.
So...
Yep. Love's not in the air here. It's not love.
No, it's medical concern. It's getting her to a hospital immediately.
Yeah, those tentacles are not soft.
No.
There's like a fucking Native American arrowhead on the tip of that thing. It's like a cat's dick. It fucking rips you apart when it unhooks.
And it's so slimy before it goes in.
Yeah, it needs to be slimy after.
We're not even
there.
We're jumping way ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's not put the child before the truck here.
Another scene of him eating lunch alone by himself and staring at a fucking stranger. And now it's like a consensual bow between them.
Yeah.
But it's a really deep bow. So like the deeper the bows are in Japan, okay, the more indentured you are to the person that you're bowing toward. Like, it's an honor thing and respect. Like, if you're the CEO of a company, I'm gonna kiss my feet.
So like what you're saying is like when like the king.
Yeah.
The king of Japan.
Yeah.
The emperor.
Do they use a king?
I think they have an emperor.
Yeah.
When he comes out and like
yeah.
And you bow to him, does somebody like pull out a protractor and make sure you're hitting like
they could
like 10 degrees?
And you better be in there or else you're beheaded.
Yeah.
And that's a real bow. Anyway, my point is, as deep as his fucking bow was, it wasn't deep enough. Because let me tell you, you better be licking the dirt if you've spanked it to the woman you're bowing to.
You better
a
have
deep
your
fucking bow.
You better have your head between your knees.
You had better.
Now, before we continue,
yeah,
I just want to point out when that boy gets trucked, what is left is just a pile of guts. But there's also 2 shoes with feet bones sticking out of them.
Yes, that's right.
Which was hilarious.
Also, isn't every part of him also just spraying blood?
Yeah, there's just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And second of all, this woman is doing her laundry. Leave her alone. Third of all, her children are right there.
They certainly
are. Her children are right there.
Well, they got to meet their new dad sometime.
Where is this? Is this a factory for washing laundry where you can bring your children to work?
So
Does she live across the shit river from a fuck factory in industrial town where she does the laundry?
She must.
Like, because she... How does... What the fuck is going on in this movie about jerking off? And monsters.
I'll answer your question with the fucking continuation of this scene where his coworkers come out
No!
again, and all they do is talk about
But
fucking
the children!
again.
The children are
And
right there!
They are right, and they're talking loud enough that this woman can overhear the fact that, yeah, we're gonna host a party with this factory and the one over the fence. But it's all old ladies there, except for that bitch right there that I can see from here. She looks like she needs to get laid. This is the kind of girl that wants it bad, is basically what he says.
And if that wasn't enough, they walk over to the fence, lean over it, and leer at her.
They sure do.
And then, then they make the pecking order.
Leering is a chargeable offense. And also, this has got to be within earshot because it's quite quiet.
It is.
It's a quiet, scenic summer morning.
Well, Jay, none of the machinery in the factory has been running for years. So yeah, you're going to pick up a couple voices, I think. They're going to carry over the fence.
The chain link once
you
again.
might as well be leaning over into your backyard yard being like, I'm going to fuck you.
And that's the other thing, too, is that you don't need to lean over the fence to be heard. You can just say it.
Also, you can just not say it.
Yeah, I would
And then
rather that.
Go ask later politely to fuck, and then based on
And
her
then
answer.
take no for an answer, please.
And then don't line up.
And decide who goes first.
Yeah.
On this poor lady. Who goes first on this train you're planning to run?
Well, I'm the boss, so I'll be the conductor.
This is the only remotely hot chick within a 5-mile radius of the industrial section of Osaka.
It's like fucking it's like the hyenas and Mufasa, and he's like, I'll first of all, I'm gonna kill the other lion, the good lion.
Yeah.
And you hyenas, I don't care what you do after that.
Do whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turning my back and up on the big rock.
And
so.
whatever, yeah, whatever the light touches is my kingdom. Just remember that.
You keep whatever you're doing in the dark.
You take that shit to the elephant graveyard.
Oh my god.
Fucking yeah. Because again, there's no segue. It's just a monster fight scene now, where it cuts away from the action every time there is some. Anytime that somebody's making contact, you don't get to see it. You get to see the face they make when they do. That's my favorite part of the fight scene is the reactions.
Yeah,
that's why I love YouTube.
This monster fight is kind of funny. I don't know at what point this monster developed a tiny windshield and windshield wiper.
Because this is the guy that hit the kid.
Yeah.
And there was blood on the windshield.
Okay.
So it became a part of his monstrosity.
That's what I assumed.
To have a windshield over the mouth, because I assume he spits a lot. I don't understand why it's there. And also, it's got a little wiper for it to get the blood off.
Yeah, it does.
But so that he can see through it, just take it off.
Maybe
just don't have it then.
It's for lip readers, so they can still read his lips.
You've created a hindrance.
He's eviscerating them.
Yeah, great. No, and I don't know what the fuck's going on with the eyes. Like, why are you making the eyes the little eyelid holes for a Christmas bell?
Yeah, it's like Coraline button eyes, for fuck's sakes. That's all I could see.
That's exactly what the fuck it is. I have never seen Coraline, or else I'd
Neither have
probably say
I.
the same thing.
I've never seen Coraline. I just know she's got button eyes.
Damn it. At one point, there's a transformation in one of these fucking monsters, but you don't get to see it. You just get to see the aftermath and shitty costume design. So, you ruined the fun. In Tokyo Gore Police, the transformations last fucking, a minute and a half.
Yeah,
you get to see everything, and that's fine with me.
And there's good sounds to hear with your ears.
Yes. And then, he has a drill, but it's floppy as fuck. It's spinning around, but it's obviously made of, rubber and styrofoam.
Yeah. So he's going to fight the bayonet guy who is there.
Yeah.
By the way.
Cut to an alleyway where somebody shot a rat with an arrow and put it on a plate.
I'm glad you saw that, because I was wondering what that was.
Well, that's what it...
it has 2 arrows sticking out of it.
Best I could tell. What is that, your food for later?
Man, would somebody in Japan just, fuck that rat?
I fucking hate rats, and I love archery. 2 birds.
Oh, man. Fucking... Yeah, he fights, he gets stuck with the thing, with the electro bayonet, but it doesn't...
Yeah.
It doesn't shock him, I guess?
No, because it has, a second mode where it's, slow poison or something. Because he takes it out and then he dies right after.
Something like that. I think I don't know if it's just the fact that he had a bayonet through him.
Because he's also, he's winning the fight. And so that was, the last-ditch effort, sort of. This guy just walks around with a welding mask and no other protection.
Well, he's got a long trench coat and a made-up thing.
Yeah, he's probably naked under that.
Probably.
Look at his daughter.
No.
The fucking...
No.
Also, like...
This guy looks like Snape, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like Japanese Snape.
He kind of looks like Keyman from Tokyo Gore Police, too.
He also kind of looks like Keanu Reeves in anything that he's been doing lately.
Yeah, John Wick haircut. I wanted to, like... Does nobody, because they're just in the middle of broad fucking daylight in a parking lot, and nobody notices the two giant monsters fighting? Like, there's windows in the background.
People in Japan keep to themselves.
The fucking, like,
they're not interested.
Whoever made this movie didn't have the budget for townsfolk. There's like no strangers. It's all people get attacked by monsters.
Well, look, if you saw that out your window, what do you?
You're not turning the shades?
I'm pulling the blinds down because no, I didn't. Actually, I was sleeping.
I was doing anything but seeing that, actually.
Yeah. I was out of the country watching Netflix.
I found my... Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. Fucking... Yeah, bang on. So I wrote fucking bang on about the Power Rangers. And then I found my original 2 sentences or less, but I didn't say it because it's actually more than 2 sentences.
Oh, well, say it.
More like the Hour Rangers, because everything in this movie takes a fucking hour. Every scene is a fucking hour long. All the actors meander around with zero urgency. Even the fights are slow because of the clunky-ass suits.
Oh, spoiled it.
All right?
Spoiled it.
How's that? And then, yeah, he just dies from pulling out a splinter.
Yeah, he pulls that fucking thing out, and then like it's like the crab thing is just like it ditches the.
It's like R.I.P.'s.
Well, if this is the way it's gonna be, then.
And that's the thing too, is you find out later is that they're just using human beings as hosts, so that when they're done with the husk, they just say "fuck it, this is trash."
Yeah, when they're done transforming it into different tools.
Sure wish anybody had fucking said anything at all instead of just having it happen in the movie.
I sure wish somebody would have wiped the camera lens in this scene, because it's smudged as fuck.
Oh my god.
What is this, a professional film on Tubi? You're not gonna wipe the goddamn lens? You're just gonna go right from blood spatter to that?
Tubi. Did I send you the fucking Tumblr post?
No.
Oh my god, it's that. But it's like, it's on, yeah, you can find it on Tubi. It's on Squeeby. You can watch it for free right now on Hingy Dingy. It's on Poob. It's right now on Poob.
Log into Poob.
Fuck, log right into Poob and watch that fucking movie.
God damn.
Can I get more shots of this kid looking in a direction, please? I can't tell if he can see unless I watch him look there.
No, you don't. You're not gonna see that, but what you are gonna see, Jay, is fucking. Why don't we go to a porn theater and get really uncomfortable by
What, transvestite? That's what it is. Because if they're, that's what it is. That's all. That's it. You know why? Because he went back into a man once he got told no.
Yeah.
So if you're flip-flopping back and forth, you're not fully trans. There's got to be a distinction here. Wait, how committed are you, okay? To the character?
It's like when you dig a hole at the beach and then like sand starts spilling in, but you gotta get out before the sand fills in. That's what I felt like I was just listening to. As you dig the hole, and then like I gotta get out of here before the sand fills in.
That's what the fuck it is, guys. I don't give a shit anymore.
So
I have too much respect for trans people.
For some reason, this guy, I mean, after listening to his boss talk about fucking this girl across the fence,
it gave him a thought.
He's got to go to a theater,
where
there's no way it's not porn.
Well, maybe he knows his neighbor's home. He's like, I can't go home.
Didn't stop him last time.
I can't go home, but I'm not going to stay here and jerk off. Fucking, and it's moaning on the screen. You don't get to see it, but that's what it is.
It's absolutely fucking.
And there's maybe three other people in the theater, and they're all evenly spaced out.
You can hear fucking sounds.
And then, a woman sits beside him and immediately makes it obvious that it's not one. Also has no interest in taking no for an answer. It's chasing him, is what I wrote.
Follows him right out of the theater and then kicks the shit out of him.
And this is where my other 2 sentences or less came from. Because it was obvious that the gentleman, Yōji, was not interested. And we just kept at it. We just kept at it until you had to break character.
Yeah.
For being called a pervert? Like, I'm sorry. Trans or not, you are one. You sat right beside him in the fuck theater. We all know what we're here for, and it's not company.
Nobody wants to be seen.
No.
Everybody's a ghost in that theater.
Fucking hell.
Well, yeah, he gets the shit kicked out of him for saying no.
He gets a fucking fat loogie hawked on him from the bottom of this guy's heart.
Next time you should treat him nicer.
Yeah.
And then the light flickers.
I feel like I'm not going to get anything better if I treat him nicer.
No.
It's probably worse.
This dude
It's more fluid. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just...
And, like, what does he pass out? And then it's crab gunk instead.
Yeah,
it's the same shot,
I
but,
don't
like,
know.
It's been replaced with crab spit.
This movie just has a lot of unnecessary things. Like, that whole scene didn't need to happen. He could have just been dripped on. Could have just been dripped on.
We literally go from one scene of someone being dripped on in the trash to another scene of someone being dripped on in the trash, and the only difference is thickness.
The only difference is the orifice it came out of.
Yes. And also, what is that? Lubricant? Why are you dripping on everything, Crab?
Yeah. Given what it does later, it had better be lubricant, or else you're a very selfish crab. A very selfish crab.
All this crab cares about is getting his.
Ripping and tearing.
Damn.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Like, I feel like a nurse taking stool samples. Who cares? It's all gross. How's that? World's most disrespectful sip.
Fucking crab thing falls on him.
Falls on
Doesn't
him.
get him though for some reason.
But this incentivizes him to just keep it. Like, I want a pet so bad, I'm gonna get this.
And this is where I'm like, did fucking David, what's his name? Fucking
Dobrik? I don't know.
no. Ah, God.
That's the only David I fucking in my head anymore these days. I hate you.
I keep wanting to say Liam Lynch, but it's not. It's
Brock Baker.
fucking Eraserhead.
Eraserhead. David Lynch.
There
See, you put them.
Yeah.
Separate. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't put them together for you.
Who the fuck is Liam? Is that Oasis?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it Nolan Liam Lynch or the Oasis brothers?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know. But is this just
just getting more panicked. I don't know.
this is just a Eraserhead. He
Let my mom
takes the
go.
thing home and he takes care of it, and it's just terrible. It's a hard to watch movie.
This movie's just a ripoff.
Just as hard to fucking watch.
I'm sure. Yeah, at least there's some artistry
Is there?
because it's in black and white. That means it's artistic.
Ah.
That's just what it means if you do black and white.
Because it was very hard to watch.
Tetsuo, Matt. It was artist. It's art.
Ah.
It's film. It's film noir.
So it was filmed in black and white and not filtered in black and white later. That's how we know. They committed to the black and white.
Well, I can't attest to either one of those things.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I
I'm trying to
imagine,
back
given
your
the
point.
budget of it, that it was filmed in black and white.
Wow.
And yeah, it's the same with Eraserhead, because David Lynch had no money. He just had a fucked up Gary Busey brain up there that he's got. You gotta have a Gary Busey brain if you're making that shit. You may fucking...
Gary Busey was in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, dude. And then he dreams in Twin Peaks. He goes to Twin Peaks every time he shuts his eyes, probably.
Hey, wear a helmet, guys.
Yeah, probably wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet
or else you're gonna see fucking red in the hotel.
Wear a
and
helmet.
a midget sitting. That's all he's doing.
I've never seen Twin Peaks.
Well, there's one of those, and that's what it does.
Oh, I'm glad it could sit.
I don't know why they didn't cast Vern Troyer. They should have. He's at his peak. Like, Austin Powers probably came out like around that movie.
Gary Busey spits when he talks.
Yeah. Well, look at his mouth. He can't not. He can fit a lot of saliva in there.
Should have wore a helmet.
At this point, I wrote literally my asshole could make a better movie. Let's examine the bug. Let's examine the bug for 7 years is what I wrote. Because fucking, first of all, why does the bug see an infrared like a shrimp?
Because it's a predator.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It should click. But he doesn't even like go into a deep examination of this thing. He just looks at it from the outside. Cool. Thanks for the scene. Thanks for the scene. I'm pretty sure they fade to black right to something else. The number of fades to black in this movie. Because it's supposed to be a resolving scene transition. It doesn't resolve shit. It's just ending the scene. You fucks. He's pulling goo out of the bug. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's a bug. It's gonna be fucking gooey.
Yeah, why are you touching it with your bare ass hands? Why are you touching the bug with your bare ass hands?
Yeah, put some gloves on.
Why don't we just fade to black and go to work?
And nothing is different. And nothing has changed at all. It means nothing at all that you now have a bug pet.
Pet, because he takes it to work with him to fucking do overtime on.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're fade to black, cut to.
Fuck you for your fades to black this movie.
Yeah, because
damn.
I was kind of like, is that the end?
Yeah.
Is that the end? Is that the end?
Yeah.
Please?
And no, like, this movie just keeps fucking going. You think it's done 5 times before it's done.
There were like, honestly, when that fucking thing submerged, that should have been the end.
Yes.
Oh, he looked at it and walked away? That's that.
Yeah, credits.
Perfect ending. No.
Much better movie.
No, let's continue the conversation about what order are we going to fuck this lady in.
Yeah, make sure that it's known that we definitely are fucking this lady.
Why don't you all wash your smelly balls, because you've been standing near equipment all day. And then we're going to go fuck this lady later.
At one point, he looks at fucking Yōji and goes, oh, you want some of her too?
Yeah, he does. He looks back over his
Not
shoulder.
anymore!
Yeah, not if I'm not going first.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
That's sort of the whole point. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. Let's make it clear, just in case you were wondering, because I'm awkward and quiet, and I have difficulty in social situations, that I'm a virgin.
Well, in case you were, like, if that didn't make it clear, it becomes very clear.
Yep. No, it
very
does.
soon.
No, it fucking does.
So, yeah, they all go to wash their balls, and he's like, hey, so you're doing overtime, huh? Lock up when you're done. Why don't you lock up the factory when you're done? Just lock it up. There's 5 people who work here. You lock it up.
You're the one.
You just lock up the entire factory.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like his boss or something, but he just like comes back to chastise him for working overtime briefly, but then lets him work the overtime.
Well, yeah.
He calls him like a shyster or some shit.
He sure does.
And then, yeah, but okay, fine. Oh, what's that you got there? A weird bug? Yeah, I guess that's cool. I'd like you to do actual factory work, but I just remembered we don't do any of that here.
Sure, lathe that weird bug. Do whatever you gotta do.
Fucking lathe that weird bug.
So he puts the bug under a drill because, he spent 7 or 8 minutes poking at it on film.
Yeah.
So why not go directly to trying to drill into it?
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like fucking, like the guy from Pi. That's another art house film where he, I think he has like he's a super genius or something, and he drills a hole in his head because he becomes like a conduit. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about American Pie, where he drills into the pie.
Although
he fucks that pie good!
Yeah, you're the pie fucker.
And then his dad walks in. Can we do that movie instead? That seems like a way... At least the pie was consenting.
I don't actually know what Jason Biggs has done beyond that.
He's been in things.
It's that.
He was in Orange is the New Black.
Great. Fucking prison dykes.
Look,
prison dykes.
You fuck a pie once, and that's it, though. You don't get to be seen again without people like, oh...
No,
there he is.
We're having Jason Biggs over for the reading. Yeah, put the pastry away.
Smells like strawberry tart.
Fuck.
Oh God. So fucking, we'll go home. I guess is that what we do? Can we just have this movie be done now?
Nah. So I mean, like, fucking, he's at home with the crab thing. He's got it in the closet. And then this guy comes over, and first of all, on this $10,000 loan, he told our main character that he would repay with 200% interest. Let me tell you right now, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a fucking... Anytime you get an exorbitant number out of somebody you're giving money to, that's a lie. And I say giving, because you'll never see it again.
Take that microphone.
But yeah, so like I wrote the second that he showed up at the house and was like, come here, I'm going to pay you back. I know this guy is trying to get him laid as payment for a $10,000 loan. Like, that's making him even. And also, fucking is all that anybody in this movie ever cares about. That's it. This guy, $10,000, I'm going to get you a prostitute. That's worth it.
Can we hold on? Because I just did the calculations.
Yeah, 10,000 yen? What is that in Canadian?
$87.
87
bucks. 88 if you round up.
Holy shit.
So
I'm out here like this is a lot of money probably. Nah, dude. Pocket change. Okay.
200% interest on $88.
Well, you need a time frame. But let's just say he was gonna pay it back within the first month. So one instance of interest.
200. Are we compounding this daily? I guess we're monthly, eh?
Yeah, but 1 month. So 200% at $87 is basically fucking $170.
Hey,
and then
don't do the math for me. I got this calculator.
So basically, on an $87 loan, he has to pay back $300, which he'll never have because he's spending it on shitty hookers. Like the idea of gifting somebody a prostitute, because it's like, trust me on this one, yeah. So you banged her already. Like, this is a reliable hooker for you in your eyes.
Yeah.
This is one that I'm giving you as, like, payment for a loan, which means I know she's good to go.
Trust me, she does that thing with the twist at the end that I have been telling you about.
Yeah.
Where there's
the twist. What the fuck is it in Seinfeld? I think it's like a flick. No, the wrist flick or something.
Yeah, there it is. She does that thing I've been telling you about that I love to have happen to me.
And like a pinch, and he does Cuddy tries to invent his own move, and it's just a pinch. Which, I mean, if the move is described as that's the action you're doing, probably the worst move.
Yeah.
So fucking, yeah, like, they're just talking about, like, because he's awkward about a prostitute his friend is buying for him. What are you, a virgin? No, this is a weird fucking situation.
Can I just have the $87, please?
Yes, I would just like my fucking cab fare back.
Can I just have my $87?
Fuck.
I think you probably end up spending more on the sex worker.
And then it's supposed to be like awkward comedy, like fucking Adam Sandler wrote a treatment for grown-ups that sucked, so he sent it to Japan. Here, have that.
Yes.
Fuck. This fucking movie sucks my dick, dude.
Oh, yeah, so there's this fucking awkward hooker scene.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have to watch him weirdly get laid. We're gonna have to watch him get laid while he starfishes there because he's uncomfortable.
Nah,
I can't even do that. He's just like, nah, peace.
I feel like the scene would be him on top of her, just like throwing it into her.
Throwing it in. No concern for her well-being whatsoever. Thank Christ he's a pussy bitch, though, because he can't even go through with this.
Well, it's fate. Fate would have him be a pussy bitch.
This little fucking incel. This little pussy.
He leaves. He gets scared when she's like, oh, well, are you...
Yeah.
I've been paid to do a job.
Yeah.
And that job is up to you.
It sure is.
You know, how do you like it?
And then she tries to, like, aggressively remove his clothes. Like, read the room.
So he leaves just in time to see his boss dragging that woman.
Yeah, that one.
And what he says, first of all, is, don't worry, come with me. Bad.
Worry.
Bad.
Immediately worry.
Worry so
a
hard,
lot, dude.
You just met this person. You should be worried. It's natural to worry.
You should be full of worry.
I mean, next scene, she gets tossed against a fence.
Yeah. So,
If we don't hurry up.
Thank God he didn't go through with fucking a hooker because he wouldn't have been able to stop a rape and get his ass kicked.
Yeah. And he needs to hurry up because it is getting...
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, he's stopped moving everything but his arms. That means he's trying to get in somewhere.
So yeah, he stops. He steps in, stops the assault.
Yeah.
To get his ass kicked to the point where even the girl's like, "Come on, stop it!
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah. Man.
Stop beating up your employee!"
Yeah. Like HR is gonna have a field day with this one.
You're probably gonna lose your job. I don't think beating up a guy because he stopped you from assaulting a woman is going to fly.
No, that's I mean, you get severance and an NDA for that.
Barely severance.
He gets severance and an NDA. So he tries to walk away and he can't even walk right because he just got fucking tanned, I guess. It doesn't really look like it. There's some scratches on his face. Great. Good special effects on that one.
Yeah, boy, he sure got beat up.
Love it.
Sure, he got whooped good.
Yeah, so fucking this chick takes him home because, let me tell you, nothing says red flag to me like a woman who can't be without a man's company for more than 30 minutes. Like, she's gotta take him home.
Well, what was she gonna do? Leave him there to get... Well, what happened to her? That's the kind of shit that happens in this town, apparently.
Around here, up against fences all the time. I really hate in movies where they... So she's trying to take care of him, his wounds, right? And so she goes and gets a cold towel. She just makes herself at home in his fucking house. Like, this is the first time she's ever been there. She knows where the kitchen is. And the towels. So she gets a fucking cold towel, and I hate in movies where you try to drum up romance by touching the towel to somebody's face and they wince and pull away, and then they never do it again, as if the pain just disappeared once you establish trust. Like pulling a fucking thorn out of a lion's paw. Fuck you.
The initial sting of the clean towel I just found.
Yeah, it's not even disinfectant or peroxide or anything. It's just water. Why does that hurt? This guy's a wuss.
It burns my surface scratches.
My little cat scratch. Yeah, let's exchange names. Fucking Yōji, Joji, and Mookie Bookie. Who cares about their shitty fucking names? It doesn't matter. They don't even say them to each other, really.
So here's...
And then just this sucks. This whole
sucks
shit
so bad.
Just fucking sucks.
She's got scars up and down her body because her dad did that to her so that he could, because he's a fucking pedophile.
He's a pedophile.
He's a dirty pedophile dad.
I'm gonna cut you in the chest so that you're ugly to guys. And this is spoiled. It's like fucking branding an R for runaway on like a Thai prisoner's face.
For fuck yeah. Might as well just wrote his name and branded it on her.
So, like, I know that we just met tonight for the first time, but I'm going to trauma dump my life story, and they get pissed when you won't touch me.
Yeah, why won't you just pull my tits out for me, by the way?
Also, yeah, why the fuck does he reach to undo the blouse with his arms fully outstretched and his elbows locked, like he's holding a baby that's actively pissing?
Because this is this is the first time he's ever done it.
Holy
so he doesn't know
fuck.
how to. He doesn't know how
like
to do
a
it.
robot, he's coming at. Yeah, I'm getting wetted up by the way that you're scared of it.
Beep boop bop, pull out your taters. I'm going to place my rod between them.
Holy fuck. Well, that's what happens. Not with him, though.
No.
She gets very upset that he's, awkward as fuck.
Yeah. Why won't you hold me? Because I just met you.
That's a great example of a reason.
And you're whining that I won't hold you and I just met you.
Also, like, if I thought I was the creepy one between the two of us, the first words out of your mouth are, "I watch you." Oh, the tables have turned.
Yeah, you thought...
Doesn't feel so good to know that, does it?
You thought you were home cranking it. I was digging a mud hole.
And like, fuck you for having them connect on a deep level after a sentence shared between each other. I get lonely, too. I've always been lonely. Have you? Yeah, me too. Can I see your tits, please? I never have in person. Fuck you.
Well,
love at first sight. You eat my dick.
All of this for fucking nothing.
At all. Because he gets fucking cock blocked by a crab.
Oh my god, he gets cucked so good.
He does. Because the fucking crab.
He does nothing.
Not a thing.
Nothing about it.
She's there getting, first of all, assaulted by tentacles before the real assault happens. And is like yelling help. And he's just sitting and watching that happen. Sick. And then she gets subdued, and he got his tentacles around her, and then he pulls out the special one, the squid tentacle, and points it at him, like, look what I'm about to do.
I like
the fuck.
The sock puppet hand motion you did.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's like Kermit the Frog going in her.
Look, the second that thing used, like, because it's got little tentacles, it's got big tentacles, and then apparently it's got one tentacle for fucking, like an octopus.
Exactly.
And it's the second I saw it use its bigger tentacles to, like, kind of pry her legs open, I was just like,
yep, this is what
come on, Japan!
Yep, Japan. Just in case you were wondering how you could shoehorn tentacle fucking into a Japanese film about fucking necro robot monsters. Yeah, we found a way. Life.
It finds a way.
Fuck.
Yeah. So then there's just like this long sloppy scene where it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
And
he's just watching it, and she's getting humped, and it's taking a long fucking time.
She's getting pumped, and,
dude.
and her body is moving up and down as if something's really getting her good.
Yeah, inside.
And he's just fucking Shinji beta cuck male watching it happen.
Looking at his own hand going, I'm so fucked up.
Fucking robot.
The goddamn... and then also, just like sultry Harry Potter music playing in the background. Like we're having a fucking seance or something. And he tries briefly to pull them apart, and then he tries for way too long before the fucking tentacle thing knocks him back. There's no urgency to any of his fucking movements, and I feel like I'm being sung a lullaby the whole time. I don't want this to be soft and fucking emotional music while I'm watching rape in the movie.
Yeah. So that happens, and you know what? It fucking cuts to some
What?
Out of context.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, is this a womb I'm seeing? Because it shows either something like a turd.
Yeah.
In a womb or some or
lumpy thing with somehow pecs.
Somehow it's fucking ripped.
And it's got like an ant head with the pincers. It's like a louse.
And it's not afraid to suck a cock, I'll tell you that.
No, it pulls out its big, wet dick and just puts it in something, all right? I will cede that there's no guarantee it's what I said or what you said.
I like your answer better because my answer is just sucking that dick so good. It sucks its own fucking dick in a little womb bubble. It locks
those fucking teeth in at the base.
it locks in with a cock down its throat.
Holy shit, like a centipede eating.
Fucking...
But this is the inside of its mouth when it yells is a vagina.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and then ripped torso on a bug head, sick.
And so the movie I think it wants you to think that this is in her womb now.
Yeah.
But this is happening in like this fucking little bubble. It's a little silver bubble on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Somehow magically.
That's right.
I don't know how it gets there.
That's where it got implanted.
Yeah, is that where it got implanted? Because,
Yeah.
like, it was in the thing, was it not? What the fuck?
No, like, apparently, like, because you get the explanation from the guy later, apparently it just fuses to you like a fucking male anglerfish and just supplies semen. And that semen makes you powerful. Aww. And also it drills things into your fucking eyes so you can't see. Like, that's better. It's got this little fucking ruby on its forehead, and that's its eyes. And that's somehow better than actual human eyes to look with.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, there's like this weird scene where she's halfway between because it hasn't sewn the button eyes in yet. And she's like looking around, her tits out. And then, like, the roommate comes in, and he's like, whoa, why did you leave the hooker I paid for? I paid for a good sloppy one.
I noticed that you've got something much better at home, it seems.
And then, I guess, like, so, anytime the alien, or the thing, whatever we're going to call it, the parasite, does something, there is machinery inside of the body that whirs, and you see the little...
it looks like a delivery truck piston.
Yeah.
Like the thing that fucking rotates underneath so that the back wheels move.
That's exactly what it looks like. And that, whenever that happens, like, the alien's in control. And for some reason, now she's got a knife for a hand, and she's going to stab this guy, and all of his guts come right out.
To be honest, in the defense of everybody else in the scene, he was told to knock repeatedly in the past.
And you know what?
Eventually, you know, you've seen a fucking video of the porch pirate that picks up the Amazon box and it's fucking gas and a flame inside?
No.
It explodes in his hand and catches him on fire in the driveway. Like, the guy just did that.
That's amazing.
He's like, yeah, this is the ultimate way to make sure you never do this again. Anyway, that's what this is. This is the door knocker. It's a knife in your stomach forever.
There you go. No more swiping, swiper.
Fuck.
Yep, so I wrote the word raping a couple times.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
Is it popping a boner and sucking its own boner? It's locked in.
The movie does that fucking dumb thing that PG-13 movies do, even though it's not one, where it cuts away and you hear a slice and then its stomach's just open.
Yeah.
Like, just show me the fucking shit, asshole.
Show me the guts. Show me the guts.
I had to sit through 10 minutes of rape.
Yeah.
You can't show me the good stuff.
That's what
You're
it fucking
gonna dwell
felt like.
on the asshole shit.
That's what it fucking felt like.
Fuck.
So anyway, Yōji does nothing.
No, he
nothing
just lets
at all
of this happen.
And then, I mean, I wrote, that's the most well-lit womb.
I mean, it's wet and meaty. It looks like, you know, the Matrix when Neo wakes up in the pod.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like the inside of the pod.
It sure does. So she throws him out the window once the alien puts the eye caps in, because it has to. And this takes forever. It's got to control it with its little arms, because its little arms, whenever it does anything, it's moving its arms around like that's controlling the person.
It's like it's fighting a kite. It's the Pacific Rim.
Yeah. So gets the eye caps in and then throws them out the window. And who's there but fucking guy and gal?
But I'll tell you what's cool.
Yeah.
You don't get to see them fall out of the window or hit the pavement.
No,
you just cut to them on the fucking ground.
Yep.
Sick.
That's how you know. That's how you know it was good.
Good action scene. Good scene.
The action was so good they couldn't even capture it.
Yeah.
It happened so quickly and
then,
good.
like, fade to black, and then crossfade fucking city while he's being rescued. Like, they take him back to his fucking shitty house.
They take him back to a Pepe Sylvia house.
Yeah, again with that. Everybody who hunts a demon has a Pepe Sylvia board, a Pepe Sylvia Plath board.
Yeah, can't you just put it on your desktop on your computer? What do
you know?
Come on.
And then in the back, he's fucking. You think he's growing weed, but nah, it's worse.
It's much worse.
He's just got. And also, like, he lives in a fucking block like any other Japanese person, and he's just got mulch around. Like, how is he not getting complaints?
Yeah, it should be a dank smell coming out of there. I figured he was just like in like a shitty abandoned building.
Maybe that works.
So yeah, he wakes up in this. They're at the dude's house, and his daughter is just there watching, because that's all she ever does.
Yeah, she doesn't speak. She's just around for things that she's probably too young to see. And here's the biggest, most fucking boring info dump of any movie. Holy shit! He tells the story of the origin of the Earth. He goes all the way back to the fucking dinosaurs with his explanation of nothing. It's fucking like 8-10 minutes this guy's talking for, and I'm not exaggerating. It's a long ass time.
It's too long.
And I can sum it up in 30 fucking seconds. Yeah, NecroBorgs are an alien parasite that go inside a person. Their whole job is to fucking kill each other and eat each other. And then, your girlfriend, she's unsalvageable because she's infected, so you might as well just kill her. End of conversation.
Well, hold on now. My daughter was infected. I saved her.
Yeah.
But you cannot save her.
No.
I saved her, but you don't save her.
Only me.
Only me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can do it, and I'm not gonna do it.
Fuck. Like, really good. This movie's really good at taking potentially interesting subject matter and turning it into fucking something drier than a nun's cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, this would be cool if it was Pinhead telling me about it.
But no, nah. we got Japanese Snape.
Yeah. Jape. Ooh.
There was like one cool shot while he's explaining this story about how they come out, because he's like, yeah, they come from the sky, they come from the ocean. We don't know what they are. But then there's like a shot of like it's like a skeleton.
Oh, it's like fucking lurching from behind a car.
Yeah, and it's like just a skull head.
Where was those cool special effects all movie?
Yeah,
show me that costume more.
That's all I've wanted to see. That was the best part of the movie.
That's all I want this movie to be, dude. Fuck.
But no, that's not what we get. We get what we get.
We get fucking Yōji leaning against a wall in somebody else's house for an hour while he has a flashback to shit that we've already fucking seen. And then he gets to like a Spirit of the Stairs moment where he's like, man, I wish I had said this instead of watching her get raped and die. Jeez. If only, hindsight's 20/20, they say. I feel like Foresight should have got that one.
Yeah.
I feel like just sight. Probably just seeing should have got that.
Maybe not bringing things home that you find in the fucking garbage.
In the garbage that have leaked on you.
Huh? Things that fall to the sky, maybe leave them where they are.
Have you ever heard the urban legend about the fucking people that bring the dog home and it's a rat? That's this.
Yeah, it is.
That's this.
Oh, that's a fucking cool
The only difference is you
crab.
didn't have to cross a border.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, man. Freaky stories.
Yeah.
They take that rat right to the vet.
He wakes up and this chick is just like, all right, you're awake. Come into the room nobody wants you to see. I'm going to just show you all the gross things that are in store for you. And then fucking dad comes home all pissed off. And he's like, I told you since you were a kid. Told her what? That's all you say. And then he just goes, all right, well, since you've seen it, I'm going to sacrifice you so my daughter can live by putting you in the dirt with crabs.
Yeah, he's like, I breed these things. I breed them.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm making everything worse.
You know how they're terrible, and it's like my job to hunt them. I also make them.
He literally says, I would sacrifice every human being on Earth to save my daughter by doing this.
Make another one. This one's broken. Fuck.
Holy shit.
So yeah, he's like, yeah, I culture these guys. I make them. And he's also somehow mutated them so that they'll attack any human they see. What's different? What mutation?
That's just what it is.
At one point, he does say, like, oh, yeah, they fucking love negative thoughts. So maybe, like, oh, it doesn't care if you're a depressed guy or not. It's still gonna get you.
You're gonna get got.
You're
regardless.
in the politest way possible.
I
you're
also
going
wanted
to get got.
Point out that during that flashback, where he's leaning against the fucking wall, you also get to just see the same scene of the dick going in, the little wet dick. It just pops right in again, just in case you didn't catch it the first time.
Which one?
You wanted, the little bug dick. The little bug dick inside the lady?
Yeah.
In case you wanted to see the scene of it going inside a pussy again.
I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
Great. I knew that I was gonna I watched this whole movie. I was like, man, if there's one thing I haven't seen enough of, it's that little dick at Penlington.
Slapping between your thighs as you come down the hallway. This is about Steve Smith and his little dick.
I knew having a boy around Penlington with his little dick. Your subpar penis.
Oh God, can we just make a fucking Seth MacFarlane podcast?
Honestly,
instead?
yeah. Grano's Movie Club 2. It's just American Dad episodes.
So we also get a really
and then Steve does something mildly gay. That's fucking every episode.
Oh, in this shot we also get to see a fantastic, wonderful shot where she pulls her tits out. And then her scar is just like,
dude.
A hand like pulls it open, and there's just a little Borg her inside.
Honestly, the only good practical effect in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because it just peeks out like, who's home?
The fuck are the neighbors doing? The fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm masturbating in here.
Splitting a curtain while they're gardening outside. Fuck.
Fucking neighbors are outside again.
Holy shit.
The
Ace of Spades they were. So
fuck.
while that's all like while he's being infected and transforming, right? And he screams. Okay, if you want like a real example of how long scenes are in this fucking movie, how like dragged out everything is, when he's transforming, he literally screams for so long that he runs out of breath twice. He has to gulp air to continue screaming. Once again, like Goku charging his energy disc.
Hey, it must really suck to have that happen to you.
Probably to be raped from the inside by a bug? Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't describe it as such, because look, again, you only ever see that happen to her, so it's kind of like, what's the deal?
Yeah, maybe it's just installed. Yeah,
maybe
took advantage of a specific situation.
Like it's, not only are the crab things like they're bad, but they're kind of shitty. They're kind of fucking shitty things.
They're mean and rude behavior.
Mean, rude, and also they're shitty. They do bad things to people. Given the opportunity, they will do it.
100% of the time.
Would you rather meet one of these things or a man in the woods? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'll just throw myself off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, in the woods.
Oh my God. So that's that's what happens.
So like fucking dude's just watching him like try to rip his own parasite out, and it kind of works, but also doesn't.
He like pops it like a zit,
and then the wound just goes away, and he's still possessed by a parasite.
Yeah, he when it goes to put in his button and eyes too, he willpowers his hand.
Yeah,
to,
one of them.
Break one, so
he
he's
does
like
one.
He's like a half parasite, half a guy.
Yeah, great. He's a hybrid.
But he still pops the parasite like a
you really nailed
jammy
it thematically. Fuck, that's so gross. Yep,
strawberry.
No, you nailed it.
Fucking
fruit gushers. And then he's just out on the street, homeless, under a fucking coat that he uses to hide the fact that he looks like that one famous viral Russian dude from TikTok now because his shoulders are so fucking broad.
What are we talking about? The Hulk? Are we talking about how the Hulk runs around with a tarp over him too?
Well, sure. There's this fucking Russian gangster guy that's quite popular for doing like the fucking backyard octagon fights and stuff, and he just sucks because he's fat, so he just fights skinny chicks and beats the shit out of them.
I've not seen this.
It's dumb.
Sorry.
It's because I'm on fight porn and fucking Reddit. So, like, I just get to see organized fights. And, like, Russia is doing shit where you box in a phone booth. In the backseat of a car.
I do like that.
Why the fuck? Why, in a kiddie pool? Like,
I like the backseat of a car, because that's just people punching each other in the backseat of a car.
It very much is. The thing about the phone booth is you can't get a good swing in.
No.
Where you're supposed to rear your hand back.
Doing more damage to your elbow.
Yeah, for real.
No, I don't watch any of that. I watch, well, you know what I watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It doesn't. I made it sound so bad with my response, but you watch good stuff. You're on the right end of the pedophilia video. I'll say that.
I watch. What I watch is people
getting what they deserve for being disgusting.
Yeah,
just call it
that's
what it is.
Best way, because like the longer I took to say it,
I had to get
Yeah, thanks for getting me there.
Make it clear, okay?
Gross people getting their comeuppance digitally
in the Walmart toy section.
Oh Christ!
So fucking he's like asleep on the street, and some kid comes up and asks a vagrant. No parent, like where are parents in this movie at all?
Where are Japanese parents? Is what I wrote. We're on the same page
just
here.
A fucking child, and
it's a child it's an industrial.
There's no school near here.
He's like up against a metal building where
she's got her fucking book bag. Like she's taking the bad walk home, like the wrong way.
Yeah, the bullies are hanging out.
Yeah, by the bridge.
So I got to go under it.
Fuck. And so he's like, I'm gross. Get away from me, like Quasimodo. But then just accidentally fires a spike right into her and kills her immediately.
Oh, so yeah, he's like, the alien takes over, and so he wants to like throw a rock to scare her.
Yeah.
But instead he throws it so hard it goes right through her, like a bullet.
I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, you see him like grab like a rock and and then
Shunk!
Dead.
Winning the stone skipping tournament without even trying.
Oh my god. He's winning the stone skipping tournament through buildings. Just fire that through a couple houses and still skip it 20 times.
Fucking. Special effects suck ass, I wrote right here. Oh, yeah, because he's running away from the scene. And he just happens upon his ex-girlfriend, who's beating the shit out of her rapist.
Oh, yeah, so there's a shot where the boss is like, where's this office? Like, I don't know if she wrote him a note being like, come to this office here at this time.
She's just like standing there in the road.
Yeah, and he's like, there's no office around here. You don't get to know what this is about, but he's just in the wrong place at possibly the right time.
There's a good plot synopsis for this movie. You don't get to know what this is about, but
yeah,
that's it.
You're a fly on the wall to this terrible, 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 terrible thing.
Holy fuck.
But yeah, so he happens upon just this girl punching the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
And it ultimately reveals that she's got the boss like encased in metal.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's like she's using him as like an iron shield from Skyrim for half this fight.
It's like a fucking
and then swinging him like a cudgel for the other half.
It's the best part of the movie, honestly.
Like he doesn't stop screaming the whole. Ah!
And at one part, it's almost like he's like, "Well, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna punch the shit out of this," and he's just punching the shield without even trying to hit her.
Yeah, well, he's got to get it out of the way.
Oh god!
Also, it's not like you want to save the person inside. It's scum in there.
This is the sort of the best definition of an e-girl, I think, because she's electronic, you know. She's like made of metal and shit.
Okay. Sure.
I know. It was a stretch.
An e-girl.
An
E
e-girl.
stands for ew.
Yeah. So that's like my favorite part. Yeah, was when she's swinging the boss around as if he's
Oh, that's
I like a WWE chair.
They cut away from every fucking swing, but I understand what they're trying to do with it. And then he notices the fucking bug in the fucking sphere on her shoulder, so he just starts punching the shit out of it.
Oh my god.
He just starts decimating. For all of the weapons that these fucking freaky monsters have, they sure do a lot of just straight up knuckle punching.
Well, that's why that makes it even more Power Ranger-esque, because that's all the Power Rangers do as well. They jump kick, which he He jump punches.
Yeah.
He jumps in the
Superman
air
punch.
to get enough power behind his punch.
Yeah. To get this fucking, but it doesn't do fuck all.
It sends her flying.
Yeah, but the fucking ball is fine, and so is she.
He punches her in
out.
the shoulders. Like, it's as if they're doing a tour of like a factory that makes VW bugs. You know? Just giving her a dead shoulder.
Yeah.
I enjoyed when he like grabs her by the bug dome, and like you see a big hand come down over top of it for the parasite.
Sure.
That was cool.
Sure. It was.
That was it though. That was that's like the rest of the cool stuff for the whole movie.
This movie gets a point for in this scene when he gets knocked onto the chain link fence and he just bends over the fucking thing and kinks it entirely and then throws up.
I did like that.
I'm fine with that.
That was
Best part of the whole fight. I don't really care.
Pretty much. It was a wicked uppercut.
And also, when did his hair turn silver? Like he's scared of everything. He just has grays now. He's salt and pepper.
Even he aged.
Yeah.
Even he
While
aged.
this movie was being fucking made.
There's the boss kind of like runs up for help as like, I don't know. She fires some appendage missile.
Yeah, she does.
And it obliterates him.
Yes.
Very, very cheaply.
Yeah. Shitty special CGI in this movie.
Any
post effect in this movie sucks my big dick.
Any post effect in this movie was taken directly from videocopilot.com. I'm not joking.
I can see the fucking stock fire.
It uses
I recognize it easily.
The slam thing where two metal things hitting together.
Yeah, that's the title sequence.
That's the fixin' things.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Fucking that's where I got it from.
Fuck yeah,
it's Video Copilot.
Great.
Look it up. It's all. It's like they fucking downloaded the already done one and just replaced the images with their own metal walls.
Holy shit and piss.
Jesus.
You're right. So that leaves her arm like a weird
pissing stump.
Yeah, and fucking she just grabs him and just bukakis the shit out of him and just like laughs maniacally. But once again, it does no fucking damage. What's the point of having that? I thought it was gonna be acid.
So did I.
And then no, it's
cum.
It's just cum.
It's arm cum.
She fucking loves it. Arm cum, dude.
Oh look, more
Holy
fight, but in a
shit.
junkyard. So
yeah, training yard this time.
And like it's Power Rangers level choreographed.
It's like
it's
fucking.
And
first of all, she punches like she's had boxing training.
Wow.
She's like doing uppercuts and like real hooks, and then It reminds me of fucking Crank 2 High Voltage, when he fights with the Asian guy for his heart in the fucking nuclear power plant. Not the nuclear, but the fucking electrical plant.
I ain't never seen it.
Oh, I recommend it heavily.
All right.
Both of them, honestly. They're just hilarious.
Her arm turns into another gun because that's just something it does.
Yeah, and it's a flamethrower that also shoots bones that bleed. Bleed more blood than a bone has.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, we couldn't decide.
It's both.
It's everything. It's a flamethrower that shoots bones that shoot blood. We just went for it. We said, what the fuck? Make it everything.
They play hide and seek briefly, and somehow this guy's staying hidden despite his whole fucking mechanical ass shoulder being in full view. If she looked with her fucking eyes, she would see like steam and fucking rivets.
And blood.
Lots of it. From everything for some reason.
The reload on the arm gun was kind of gross. She just like jams it up into her elbow.
Is that what she did for it?
She pulls it like a clip of like bones and flesh.
Yeah.
It looks like a McRib. and then she just shoves it up in her elbow.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
It looks like a McRib.
Somehow he's hiding behind her this whole time.
That's also, what the fuck?
So,
and then it just turns into a buzzsaw for literally no reason.
I got a feeling that what they meant to have happen in this film was the parasites can sense each other. But because he popped his like a zit, it can't find him?
Oh, okay.
Because
they do make that mention about like how it's fueled by your memories or some shit. Like it taps into your brain functions.
Yeah, and like it does a lot of like looking around like it's a fly. Like it responds to everything he says like a bug would. Just like looking around, being like, I don't see another bug.
There's no bugs around.
There's not another bug to either fight or fuck. That's what we do. We're bugs.
That's the whole thing. And I live 2 weeks.
Yeah, fight, fuck,
it's full of that.
Or fight.
It's fucking
fuck.
The 123 days of Sodom for 3 weeks in my house, and then I die. Sounds like a great life.
So you're saying the flies are just fucking in the ass?
Yeah, dude. That's where it goes.
Just like it's that fucking month again.
I saw a
fucking
video.
Fire Island here.
Yeah, fires. I saw a video of 2 lions, and they're at a zoo, and there's just fucking in the glass pane enclosure type shit, and one of them goes over to the other one, just starts fucking it in the mouth, right in front of kids. Dad's like, all right, let's go.
This is why animals don't belong in a zoo. Because they do that.
They need private time. And the thing with animals is they don't care where it is.
If you watch an animal long enough, you're gonna see it mouth fuck another animal.
Holy shit.
That's just the way it is. Like, people do it. What you think animals don't do that?
Oh, it's not reproductive motivation. I want to get this mouth nut.
Watch the fucking teeth. Jesus.
Yeah, watch all those teeth.
So she's got a saw arm now.
Yeah, and the saw arm, when they want it to spin, they make it out of plastic or metal, and then when they don't need it to spin, it's clearly rubber. Which is super cool. And also, it either spins or doesn't, depending on what shot you're looking at right then.
Yeah, and also, it just does damage. Just no damage, like blood all over the place, but no damage.
That's right.
Because she's just like wiping it on him.
And you don't get to see it because once again it's in the lower quadrant of the frame that's out of frame.
Yeah, we just see blood.
Get to see her, and then he fucking grabs it with his hand, and it doesn't slice all the way through even, so it must be dull as fuck.
Or just low power.
And then what? Yeah, it needs a battery change. Fucking Milwaukee. And then, like, he's trying to, like, appeal to the woman inside of this monster that he's been trying to,
He does it so much, and it's so dumb.
It doesn't even... She's just like, fine, kill me then.
Yeah.
That's all you get. You tried really hard to pull the fucking one memory that you guys have together because you've known each other for a fucking day.
We kissed twice, and you saw my upper tit. We're in love,
just
obviously.
No nips.
We're going to get married, and then you see the rest of the nip, which is scarred.
And then a month later, it stops. But it works long enough for him to be like, well, I got greenlit, so here we go.
Yep.
And then he just fucking Agent Smith punches the shit out of her.
At some point, her saw turns in... Oh, I think he pulls her arm off.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's got a hold of the saw blade, and that's how that works.
Yeah, sure.
And then... She grows a gun arm.
Yeah.
And like fights with the parasite to put the gun to her head.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know, that doesn't really seem to work because he's still tanning her ass. Like, if you're capable of killing yourself, why wouldn't you just do that?
Yeah.
You gotta put this guy through emotional hell. This is like the first human connection he's had in his adult life.
And he's about to fucking blast her with his big, fucking thick, just gargantuan chest gun.
Yeah.
Fucking swanging hard.
That pops out like a hard dick real quick, doesn't it?
Pops out like a fucking dog's boner, it does.
I like that we get to see the CGI in his transformation, then it cuts away and then back, and it's just on his chest now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There was no CGI. Did you... No.
Was there no CGI? I thought maybe like...
No, what they did was they had him stand sideways, and then they just had the gun come out to his side.
Oh, from, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, to his side. Because... Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be his arm... But it's kind of like you have to do the shutter shades with your fingers so you don't see
so you
that
have
it's just beside him.
So you basically have to not watch the movie.
Yeah, you have to be writing notes. You'd be writing notes and not hitting the go back 30 seconds to make sure you were seeing what you were seeing.
Which I'll tell you right now to your face, I did not do one time for this movie.
I had
half of this movie I just wrote while it was playing.
Yeah.
Because fuck it.
Yeah.
I wanted it over with.
Like I said, we're the meatballs.
Yeah.
With extra Swedish sauce. Swedish sauce
specifically. IKEA.
We're those little tiny meatballs that taste so good.
My friend gets diarrhea every time he eats them, and it doesn't stop him.
Your friend gets diarrhea every time he eats at IKEA.
That's right. That's the poem.
I wish I knew like a Swedish word to throw in there that rhymed with IKEA.
Hinga dinga durgan.
Yeah.
My name's Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got to rhyme with IKEA, you shithead.
Okay, but no, because there's IKEA and Fight Club. I was making a reference.
Oh, all right.
Damn it.
That's okay. I've only seen Fight Club once, and it was forced upon me.
Okay, well, it's a great movie and book.
I don't know about that one.
Well, you're gonna know with your mouth when you say it.
So, fucking yeah, he just blasts her. I'll tell you what, the parasite hates it. Parasite hates dying.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of being blasted.
A lot of this, it cuts to black, and then you just get a chest cannon. Fucking 4 or 5 cut to black endings later, the movie's still not done, and here we keep going.
Yep, life story, blah, blah, blah. Fucking touches her guts a little bit. Daughter shows up, pulls her bandages off. She's just got a thing in her neck.
Yeah. She's got a lumpy parasitic neck.
So when he said that he fixed his daughter from being infected, he didn't.
No, he didn't. She just is, and she's
just not a monster is all.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at her foot.
Well, she doesn't take that bandage off. We don't get to see it, but yeah.
No, we get to see 8 shots of her removing the bandage, too, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Be sure to start and stop unraveling 3 courses of bandage and show all of that in your movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also cut to it falling to the ground. Like, what? Just to make sure that we didn't think that she'd keep it.
Yeah, I wanted to know. I was very curious. Does she give a fuck about the bandages and littering? Neither does she care.
Yeah, that's right.
She's just going to get another bandage and just do it all over again.
She is the problem with the environmental crisis.
Christ.
But she's very self-sacrificing because she rips her ball out and shoves it in him.
Yeah.
Now you have my problem and I'm dead. Sick.
Is she self-sacrificing or was the parasite just like, yeah,
I'm done with this dumb bitch.
This one's much better.
Yeah, I don't. And then this fucking movie has the nerve, the gall, the audacity, the fucking stones to give me a narrated life story of our main character at the end of the fucking movie when it doesn't matter at all because the movie happened already. Thanks.
But how are we supposed to feel for him when he self-destructs the parasite? Because he can do that and nobody else can do that.
Why didn't you just do that already? Also, how did you make a little bomb inside you?
How did you make a little bomb inside
How
of
did
yourself?
the bug not notice, hey, he's making a bomb with a red light that flashes in front of me like an intercom and I'm a pilot?
Oh, it hangs down in front of me as if I'm supposed to yank on it to get off the bus.
Fuck this movie.
No, hold on. Not yet, Jay. Don't fuck the movie yet. Because now we're in space. And you know what? I tuned out here. Because it's about half an hour of 2 aliens lisping at each other about how the machine is so good and it's a fucking wicked vessel and blah 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 fucking
Holy
blah.
fuck.
They gotta give a shit about each other else the fight isn't good.
There's that, okay? They get into the fucking scientific minutia of using humans as guinea pigs and test subjects.
Do they?
For their fucking Mad Max arena. Yeah, they do. Because that's when I stopped listening.
Oh, fuck.
There are so many times in this movie, you can do an incredible amount of ignoring the subtitles and change nothing about your experience.
You really there's barely any subtitles anyway.
And I'll tell you what I fucking hate about this too. This is at the end of the movie, which means it's the last thing we're gonna see. It's diplomacy. Like fucking not Lord of the Rings, Star Wars Episode 2, where it's politics for half a movie. It's like that. And it's just 2 bugs discussing in a bug language. I know this because it was subtitled in Japanese under the English like a retard movie. And it goes on and on, dude. You think it's done 15 times?
It's not Japanese.
And then they're fucking, like all these dumb little hieroglyphic symbols.
It was the bug language.
I couldn't tell because my English subtitles covered it over. All I see is fucking right angles and squiggles, and I'm like, oh, that's some fucking Asian language with fucking, it's impossible.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit. And then the fucking, literally during this discussion, one of the bugs says, sounds good.
It does. Oh my god, he fucking does. He does so hard.
Holy fuck.
They say some other real fucking like
human
we gotta
shit.
We gotta finish this script. Come on.
Human idioms.
Yeah.
That they would never say.
Neat dude.
Yeah, tubular. Like the rest of the movie. And that's how the movie fucking ends, guys. With a discussion of the merits on a scientific and genetic level of using humans as a host.
The movie ends with they're like, yeah, and you know what? We'll call it Operation Meatball Machine.
Yeah, and then it turns out they've just cloned them and they fight in space in like a fucking in the little Matrix hub.
And there's like their spaceship looks like a fucking meatball.
Is that what it looks like?
I don't know.
I was trying to figure out what it looked like.
It looks
like a detached set of testicles.
It looked like a piece of shit with a little curve at the end. You know how they hook sometimes when you're in a hurry?
It looked like the meat behind your eyeball.
Christ.
Fucking hell.
Fucking...
That's fucking Meatball shitty machine that sucks.
Oh, I had high hopes. I had such high hopes.
I at least had some hopes.
The trailer made it seem like it was going to be worth watching.
Yeah, the old bait and switch. That's what we got.
I was kind of like, I thought we were going to get like a really cool like sort of side story where he's like culturing these things and like making them for his daughter to eat.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is
all
right.
Like
you
the
know,
key tumors in Tokyo Gore Police?
Yeah, like, oh, there's something here. We got a little, maybe something interesting to watch and talk about. Nah, the guy's just going to grab the dad by the head, and I don't know what he does because he pulls out a core middle part of his head, and you don't get to know how that happens.
No, cool.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And most of the fucking dumb, annoying life story that you get to hear from this fucking idiot, it's just slow zooms toward his face while he's standing in front of his pictures. Sick.
Yup.
And also he talks like a fucking asshole. There's not anything energetic about this story. You're talking about fantastic alien shit. Like it's goddamn your trip to the library. Way to make your movie fun.
Yeah.
Fucking 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
Meatball Machine.
Yeah, one.
1.5.
Because they did one.
You liked more scenes than I did, so that's justified.
There was one scene I thought it was a cool shot where it's it's a camera walking down an alley, and it like peers up over a wall to two monsters fighting.
Yeah.
I thought that was neat.
Sure.
That was creative. The rest of the movie was not, and it lost. Well, first of all, whatever it had going for it. The second the crab monster began raping a lady. Kind of stopped giving a fuck about the movie altogether.
Oh, yeah, dude. I just threw my hands up.
I literally threw my hands up.
Well, I guess we're just gonna fuck. This is what we get now. This is what it is, I guess.
Well,
Sick.
I thought I could trust a meatball machine. Apparently, it'll rape you.
90 podcasts, okay? And we, as a collective here, as a group, as a family, managed to avoid a fucking seemingly hour-long rape scene up to this point. We've had scares. We've had near misses. All right?
Oh, fuck. We've got as close as we could get without it.
Now we just get it. We get to have it.
90...
At least she was quiet during. Fuck. It'd be worse if she was screaming the whole time.
Yeah, it would be worse.
Half a point for the chain link fence shot.
Sure.
And half a point for the pulling apart the chest scar.
Sure.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but the same for me.
So here's what happened, right? I'll just drop that.
It's all good. I've been dropping shit all day. I can't fucking... I've had to watch that at
clumsy
9 in the morning.
Yeah, dude, that's early for rape.
Like everything we just described happened to our eyes.
9 and 11 a.m.
My God.
Because I was pissed, I brought bangers.
Okay, good.
We're not doing some silly bullshit.
Good. Thank you.
Okay?
All right.
Fuck me. I gotta go like old standbys on this one. Just to cleanse the palate, everybody. And then we can get back into hell later. I got 4 for you.
Okay.
You're gonna notice a common thread in the themes because there's 2 in this fucking movie. Alright? Parasites and aliens. And that's it. And rape, but I'm not gonna add that one. Okay?
Oh, so we don't get Evil Dead. We don't get Evil Dead?
I did say out loud, oh, she's getting Evil Deaded. But it was worse. At least the vine didn't fuck the chick.
Yeah.
It just went inside and made itself home. That's different.
Poked around to see what was going on down there.
I did the fucking, it took, what's his Leon's advice from Curb Your Enthusiasm? Just get up and open that asshole up and step right in that asshole. And fucking spray paint on the walls, fucking eat Snickers, leave the fucking wrappers, leave garbage. You fucking open that asshole back up, you step out that asshole, and you leave that shit open.
What were they talking about? What advice did he fucking need?
Fighting Michael J. Fox. It's literally what the conversation's about. Larry David lives below him in an apartment. He's pissed because he won't stop stomping around. And that was Leon's advice. You got to get in his asshole, Larry.
Fuck.
There's in that fucking episode, right?
Oh,
they're trying to like hash things out because they're obviously not getting along. And Michael J. Fox hands him a drink and he opens it, it sprays all over him.
Yeah, it does.
And then he shrugs and just goes, Parkinson's.
I'll get my own soda next time.
Dude, you could get away with getting people wet with soda any day of the week.
Shit.
Fuck. All right, I got 4 fucking movies for you.
Yeah, all right.
First thing we got is alien crab bugs.
Okay.
Specific.
Okay.
The second one we got is parasitic host body.
Okay.
The third one we got is infecting the system.
Okay.
And the fourth one is possessed by a fuck demon.
Yeesh. Well, I'm gonna skip on that last one.
Yeah.
Because I just watched what I watched, and that's enough of that shit. Let's go. Oh, I'm intrigued by the head crabs. I mean, not head
Alien
crabs.
crab bugs?
Yeah, sorry, I said head crabs.
Okay, that's fine. It's not. It's Cloverfield.
Okay.
We're watching fucking Cloverfield next week.
All right.
Now, with that being said, parasitic host body was indeed alien.
Ah!
It was right there for you.
Damn it.
And infecting the system, I did a little switcheroo on that and changed it to me in computer system. It was gonna be Pulse.
Okay.
And then possessed by a fuck demon was just Hellraiser.
Fuck. Ah, you did bring all bangers, and I picked the dumbest one. Shit.
You did, in a way. You did. T.J. Miller's clown face right in there for a movie. Good. Let's go. At least we get to look at fucking Odette Annabelle, like the Unborn, again, because she's in it.
Well, I would rather watch Cloverfield Lane and
look at Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Is she in that?
Yeah, she's the chick.
I thought I'm all about John Goodman.
Yeah,
John Goodman. Johnny Skinnyman.
John Goodman. He's many.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, he's fewer.
He's a
still
single
a
man.
He's still a couple.
He's still a scary man.
That's true.
Wouldn't.
You ever see Red State?
You ever see he's like the guy in Community.
Yeah, the superintendent.
Yeah,
or whatever.
The air conditioning school guy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fucking yeah. If he told me that he would hire somebody, like he's hired somebody to kill me, I'd believe him.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
I can't do it myself.
My heart did that thing again. You mean Pete? Yeah.
All right, guys. Fucking Grindhouse Movie Club.
I'm sorry.
Hope you enjoyed that shithead.
That was a bad movie.
With the Japanese body horrors, it's a goddamn toss-up, isn't it?
We really, yeah.
We've really run the gamut on Japanese body horror.
We should have just stayed with the one, because the one was tolerable.
Redeemed Tetsuo, and then right back down into the fucking gutter with Tetsuo.
Grindhouse Movie Club.